Juana Cardoso has been working as a maid for 2 years. She's 13 years old. We met her in a market in Paraguay's capital, Asuncion. She is what is known here as a criadita, or little maid. They are children who live in a foster home and pay with domestic work for food, shelter, and the possibility of an education.
My mother couldn't keep me because they are extremely poor, so she sent me away. I live in a house and I work also here for the woman that helps me, but they allow me to go to school, and that's very important to me.
Human rights organizations say that Juana's situation is exploitation, and even though the practice is illegal, it is culturally accepted all around the country.
In this market, everywhere you look, there are children working. Many of them are afraid to speak because they fear the consequences. In Paraguay, around 47,000 children work as housemaids in exchange of shelter and food. Some are as young as 6 years old.
Bartola is 14. We visited her in the house where she lives. She cleans and helps around the house. We ask her whether she considers herself a little maid.
Yes. I had to leave my house because my parents abused me. So I live here. At least I'm still in school.
Recent reports of abuse have raised awareness about Paraguay's criaditos. A little girl was beaten to death earlier this year by her caretaker. A boy also ended up in the hospital. Tina Alvarenga was a criadita for 8 years. Her family sent her away to a middle-class family when she was 10. Now, she's fighting to raise awareness on the issue.
Once they used a belt and started beating me because I had a problem at school. It never got worse than that because I was always on guard, but abuse is generally a norm. The excuse is that children will be better taken care of, but that's not true. Children suffered. I suffered.
The problem, NGOs say, is that the state has no information about where the children are living, and that's why they're struggling to change the law.
The practice is illegal, but the law is not specific enough, so there are many ways around it. We need to specifically address the issues so we can fight it. The problem is the lack of presence of the state when protecting children.
Juana is just one among thousands. She dreams of becoming a surgeon. But in the meantime, her work as a maid is her only chance to survive. Teresa, Al Jazeera, Asuncion.